Welcome back to you whiskey loving legends to another episode of Was It Worth Whiskey. Today we're going to be looking at a bit of Jameson's, but not the standard run. We're going to look at the Cask Mates range, the Stout Edition. So pretty much this, from what I understand, exactly the same Jameson's. It's just been finished off in some stout casks, which is funny because I've actually got a little bit of a joke about stout and Jameson's, which I'll go through. So there's these three blokes, and they've for their whole life, every day, same time, straight after work, they'd go to the same bar and they'd order themselves a pint of stout or a pint of Guinness and a shot of Jameson's. You know, this went on for years and years and years, maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. Till one day, one of the blokes says, he's looking a bit sad. He says, hey guys, sorry, I've got a job in the USA and I'm going to be leaving. It's a bit sad. There's another one of the blokes, the second bloke, he goes, well, actually, I've got a job too. I'm going to be moving to South Africa. I've got a job there. It's all a bit sad. Well, they're drinking their stout or their Guinness and their Jameson's. They come up with an idea. They make a pact. The pact is that wherever they are in the world, they'll walk into a bar after work at the same time and they'll order 3 Guinnesses and 3 Jamesons. Okay, so they all agree and off they go. And so one bloke goes to the USA, the other goes to South Africa, another bloke, he stays in Ireland. It's all going well. Every day they go to the same bar, order their drinks. Till about 2 or 3 months later, the Irish fella, he walks back into his bar, the same bar they went to previously. And he sits down at the bar and he says, can I have two pints of Guinness and two shots of Jamo? The bartender said, oh, shit, sorry, man. I'm so sorry to hear it. Such bad news. He goes, what bad news? He said, well, you're only ordering 2. Has someone died or have you had a falling out or something like that? He goes, no, nothing like that. It's nothing like that. He said, I'm just getting a bit old, and I think it's time for me to give up drinking. So bloody Irish. Anyway, getting on to the whiskey. As you can see, pretty standard colour. On our nose, I get some, it's very typical. It's a very typical Jameson notes, but it's a bit richer. There's a bit more there in the Stout Edition. And no, if anyone's asking, it doesn't smell like stout. I get butterscotch, bit of vanilla, shortbread, some lemon, some banana. I even get maybe on the shortbread and a bit of ginger. I'm going to call it now like a gingerbread on the nose. That's pretty nice nose. On the palate, is once again the typical triple distilled Jameson smoothness. Vanilla, a bit of coffee, banana, or maybe banana cake with maybe the cake is that nutmeg and cinnamon, and there's also got this bit of this chocolate flavour to it as well. The finish is pretty short. I get like the allspice, like a bit of a creaminess, creamy tannins, vanilla again, and that finishes off with a slight coffee bitterness. But quite nice, quite easy to drink. So they've brewed this also as Old Jameson is in the Middlton distillery. Same as Green Spot and Redbreast and all that. And it actually kind of does remind me a bit on the nose, and maybe even the flavour of Green Spot as well, but it's definitely different. Now for a score, I'm going to give the nose, I'm going to give it 86 points. I'm going to give the palate a 84 points, and I'm going to give the finish a 81 points, giving us a total of 83, 84 points. On a was it worth it score, it's pretty cheap. It's like 20, I got mine for 20 quid or 20 pounds or 28 USD or 50 AUD. So on those prices and the score of 83, 84 points, so I'd have to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to give it a 6 to 7 out of 10. On another note, I haven't got the comparison to compare it with the standard Jameson, but I have had it before and I have had it side by side, but just not today. And me personally, I would definitely prefer to drink the Stout Edition over the standard Jamesons. So maybe that's something to think about too. Obviously, everyone's taste is different. But anyway, till next time, I'll see you later. Cheers.